Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another round of sound. This is the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. We are live on another historic night. And for the first time in the salary cap era, and for the first time in nearly 2 decades, the NHL has back-to-back champions. And that team, your Pittsburgh Penguins, who did it in their 50th anniversary season. And what a night it was. We're going to begin by showing you the highlights of the game. And, man, it was historic on many fronts. And then we'll get you some debate, some analysis, and also more reaction from Nashville, Tennessee. So let's roll the tape right now. Let's take a look at those highlights from game number 6. Of course, it starts with a catfish, but in the end, it didn't matter because the Penguins were the better team and the better Cats on this night. Take a look at this play here by Matt Murray, who saved a beautiful bouncing puck by James Neal. If it's a good ice surface, that's probably behind him, but a nice save by Murray, who was just unbeatable again. Sidney Crosby had some great opportunities. Pekka Rinne goes down and makes this right on the blocking glove. And Crosby was flying. He is your Conn Smythe winner, of course. And this is the key part of the game here. A loose puck. Colton Sissons thinks he has a goal. By right, should have had a goal. That whistle blew way too early, but it is a whistle. And when a whistle blows, play is blown dead. They check it out. They confer. They then say it is a no-goal situation, and that was a big break for the Penguins. I got to change everything around right there. And then Murray goes back to work against Arvidsson, and he had a great scoring opportunity here. Again, a bouncing puck, though, and you can see the Nashville ice surface was not very good, and that's one of the storylines of this one. Then the Penguins got into trouble. Trevor Daley with a punch on Ellis, a 5-on-3 for 32 seconds, but the Penguins very systematically killed it off. Matt Murray made saves when he had to. They kept the play to the perimeter as much as they could. And then after that, how about this play coming up? The game winner by, of all people, the former Nashville Predator, traded for James Neal, Patrick Hornquist, hashtag horny hockey. And he goes to the net, does it in Hornquist style, which is ugly but beautiful at the same time as he bounces it off Pekka Rinne, and it goes in the net. That's the only goal that mattered in this game. And after that, they challenged, of course. It was still a goal. Carl Hagelin, who I thought was the best player on the ice tonight for the Penguins, with the empty netter, and the celebration began. Mike Sullivan, first coach since Toe Blake, who almost got a couple of toes in the face there with a stick. The Penguins celebrate. Ron Hainsey comes to Pittsburgh never having played in a playoff game, goes through the entire gamut. Sidney Crosby, your Conn Smythe winner. What an amazing accomplishment for those Pittsburgh Penguins, especially when you consider they did it with so many injuries, especially Chris Letang, out for the entire playoffs, and yet they had the resolve to win it. All right, welcome back to the program, everyone. Bob Pompeani here. We have our panel of experts, and we're going to break this all down for you. And as I said, we'll also go back to Nashville and get your reaction from players. Here's our panel left to right on your television screen, and it is Chris Mack from 93.7 The Fan, pre- and post-Pirate host, and does a great job in the middle. Will Graves, outstanding journalist from the Associated Press, and Tim Benz from DK Sports Pittsburgh, and he is here talking about the Penguins and the Predators. All right, let's talk about this, guys. A lot of people thought Chris Letang out. No way. This team dug deep. I thought last year's run was good. Tim Benz, I think this is better, not just because of Chris Letang's absence, but because Crosby missed time, other people missed time. Hagelin was never the same. Hornquist was not the same, yet they contributed. They got depth from guys like Carter Rowney. Who would have thought that? Was this a better run, in your opinion, than what we saw last year?
No, it was guttier. It was tougher, but last year's team was better. I think that they also played and made a better team look worse in the finals last year than they did this year. I think the gap between them and the Capitals was wider this year than it was last year, in large part because of Letang's absence. But no doubt about it, this team played with more cojones because it had to. But I just think last year's team was a little bit better.
Pomp, can you say horny hockey on the air since it's a little bit later tonight?
Well, he's called that.
I edited myself to cojones.
It's almost midnight, guys.
This is I'm with Tim. This is a grittier. Last year's team was better, but this was a more team win. I mean, I think you had, 3 or 4 guys that could have won the Conn Smythe this year. I think last year wasn't really that much up for discussion. Just a tribute to Mike Sullivan, really, and really the leadership of that group. And I mean, what are you going to complain about? 2 years in a row, first time in 20 years, 5 times in 25 years, 26 years. Enjoy it.
Maybe a better team last year. I think Tim's right on point there, but I think we also have to consider, as much fun as it was to watch Connor Sheary and Brian Russ contribute in last year's run, this year's run, we saw Jake Gensel really become a star, and I think he's going to be a star with this team for a long time moving forward. Not to take anything away from anybody else's contributions, but that was probably my favorite part of this run, was watching Jake Gensel right there alongside Crosby, Malkin, and Kessel.
Well, I'll disagree with you on the Conn Smythe thing last year. I thought last year's Conn Smythe call was just as hard as this year, in large part because Murray played the entire postseason. Right. They had Letang, who was excellent. Kessel was more of a contributor last year and was definitely in the conversation. I think it was every bit as difficult to call a Conn Smythe winner last year as it was this year. I thought by the end it was a 50-50 coin toss between Malkin and Sid. I probably would have gone with Malkin by a hair, but Crosby, with the way he flashed late in this final, I think pushed the envelope.
Reputation call. It was a reputation call.
No, I don't think so at all. I think he earned it. I think both those guys, you could have made a case for either of them, and I think Gensel deserves some consideration. But you know, Sidney Crosby embodies this team, in my opinion, and he does things that go beyond the stat sheet, even though he's just 1 point behind of getting Malkin. Listen, we got more coming up. We're going to debate that quick whistle and whether or not Nashville has a beef, and would the game have changed if that had occurred? Because I think it probably would have, the way things are in tight NHL games. We'll have that, but right now we're going to take you live. Lynn Hayes-Freeland is standing by outside with fans, and she has more reaction, and I know the party's just getting started. Lynn?
Oh, Bob, without a doubt, you can see this party's just getting started. These folks have been waiting patiently to bring the cup back to Pittsburgh, back to back. You see that's the cheer. You see that's the cheer. And tell me what tonight was like.
It was an emotional roller coaster, but we won it. We won the cup. We got the cup. We got the cup.
That's pretty much the sentiment. I talked to another fan earlier tonight, and tell me you really had an emotional experience here as well.
It was so fun. The atmosphere was electric from the time they scored that goal until every single person lifted the cup. People screamed and laughed and
all right, Lynn Hayes-Freeland, thanks for that. People just getting started. We'll check back out a little later. Right now, we're going to take you to Nashville, Tennessee, where the Conn Smythe winner, Sidney Crosby, is at the podium now, taking questions from the media. Let's go there. With all the trophies.
I asked you what winning a third and going back-to-back would mean for you, mean for your legacy. You didn't want to go there. Will you go there now? What do you think it means for you? What do you think it means for your legacy to do it back-to-back and have the Conn Smythe twice, too?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to kind of throw it all together like that. I mean, I think I'm really happy to be part of this group, and you know, a good chunk of the guys are returning from last year, so it's pretty special. You know, we set out to try to go back to back. We knew it was going to be difficult, but you know, I think that's probably where the most joy comes out of, is just knowing how difficult it is now to go back to back, and knowing that we overcame all those things, and it's a pretty special group, I'll say that.
Left side, third row.
Sid, at this point, you've achieved just about everything there is to achieve in this game. Maybe there's something I can't think of, but what drives you after you've already kind of reached all these benchmarks? Once the next season starts getting closer, what is it that gets you back and focused for doing it all over again?
I think this feeling right here, you know, you can't match this. It's what it's all about, and to be able to share that with a group of guys, and a lot of them, you know, guys that you've played a long time with, and understand how difficult it is and what you've had to go through and that kind of thing, to share it with family and friends. You know, it's just that's what it's about. You have a small window to play and to have a career, and you know, I feel fortunate, but I also understand how difficult it is. So you want to try to make the best of it.
Back right.
I'll sit here. Coach Sullivan said yesterday that you're maybe the best athlete that he has ever meet or seen. How do you explain your will to win and the battle you're continuously doing every day to achieve something?
I don't know. I think that's, you know, I think people have different personalities. I mean, that's competitive nature, I think, is just something that's in me. And I think there's lots of guys who are competitive out there. And you look at our group, you look at everything we've been through. We've got a lot of guys who care a lot about, you know, their own game, but also the guys around them. And you know, it's really, that's part of playing on a team. You just want to do your part. But I think everyone has that in mind, and everyone's willing to do whatever it takes. And I try to make sure I do the same.
Back right, Steve.
Now, third Stanley Cup championship, another Conn Smythe, did it all. Penguins win their 5th on an anniversary season, year number 50. We're going to take a break here. We'll have more conversation and debate about what happened tonight. And this was one of the key moments of the game when the Penguins fended off a 5-on-3 for 32 seconds. And when you do that, typically good things happen. It was a golden opportunity for the Predators. The Penguins shut them down. Another shutout for Matt Murray. We'll be back with more of the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown right after this, so don't go away.